A good afternoon to all the viewers of our YouTube channel. This is the YPG Youth Hangout, and as always, we are with you 1 p.m. every Saturday. I'm your host Kevin, and today with me again is...
My name is Serafina. As you all know, we're back once again with the Youth Hangout program. Stay tuned. We have special guests. We have a lot of guests with us today.
Big guests.
They come from far, they come from wide. As you know, the YPG is nationwide. So they come today, you're going to see them throughout the program. We're going to have a conversation with them, and you're going to get to know them a little bit better. So stay tuned.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey Karen. Yeah, I was wondering, do you want any cigarettes? Frank it.
I don't really want any cigarettes.
Oh,
Sure.
come on, Karen.
No, please, just don't be such a
You're
pussy. I'm not being a pussy, okay?
What are you being
really
then?
scared of
You're not
cigarettes.
taking cigarettes. Honestly.
Look, everyone's taking
It's not even drugs, is it? It's just, it's not even bad for you. Everyone does it. It's
I'm
cool.
really sorry, guys.
Okay, well, let's talk about this, okay? Next time, you better accept the cigarettes.
Alright, guys. So, Kieran, you sell the cigarettes? No, why are you giving these to me? I don't want to smoke. I'm not being a pussy, alright? Take me cigarettes and I'll get like 7 quid for that. Cigarettes are stupid, alright?
Alright, so that video that you just saw, okay, basically it speaks about one thing, and that is peer pressure. And we know a lot of youth today, they experience peer pressure. A lot of them is influenced, Sarafina, by friends. They are influenced by the situations that take place at home. But however, it all narrows down to the point where this person feels as though this is what they need to fill the gap that is being missed.
For sure, and it actually relates to the topic that we spoke about in our last program. Because many youths, they do everything that they need, that means necessary for them to try to fit in, to try to please this person or please that person. They do whatever it takes because they themselves, the main point, they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Many youths, they walk around, they're in school, they're on the streets, wherever they are, they do not know who they are. They don't know their thoughts, they don't think for themselves, so they look to find a group. So they find a group, whether it be in school, in home, in the streets, wherever it may be. They find a group and they say, okay, these people here welcome me, so I'm gonna go there, and wherever they do, I'm gonna do.
So most, as you know, most problems, if you didn't know, well, I'm telling you today, most problems start at home. Most situations arise from, is according to what is taking place there at home. Now, if it's a youth, the parents cannot be given the amount of attention that they need. The parents probably are not, working along with the youth in this way. So what happens is that that person lacks attention, they lack love, and what it is they do, they go on the outside to look for it. We had a question sent out to the coordinators of the YPG, and everybody was told to answer this basic question, and it's on peer pressure. And this is one of the response of the coordinators we have here. We said peer pressure is a strong force in a teenager life since it controls the action and paths they choose to take. It can be negative or positive, which can make their character. The negative impact is that they start smoking, which we know, drinking, or being a bully with peers, which will affect their development. And this is so true, Sarafina, because when it is you decide to align with a certain clique in school because you feel so shunned by others, the response is based on what the clique basically does.
For sure, and one thing that stood out in this comment, the coordinator here, she said it could either be positive or negative. Because sometimes we think about peer pressure, we always think the negative aspects. But peer pressure, it's two sides of a coin, so to speak. So I remember I saw this quote, I can't remember when or where, but it always said, if you hang out or if you line, if you associate with 5 millionaires, you are going to be the sixth one.
Yeah.
If you associate with 5 happy people, you are going to be the sixth one. So that is also peer pressure. So we are the ones as youths, we have to choose who it is that we hanging out around, who we liming around, who it is that influencing us, so to speak.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to this short clip. We're gonna see exactly what it is the youths do here in the YPG, how it is they are able to experience, you know, that happiness, what it is they do to really much enjoy themselves, and you could be a part of it. But when we come back, after that, you're gonna see a testimony from the guests that we have here from San Fernando, the coordinators, and they're gonna share their testimony with you. We're gonna be back with you.
So yes, YPG, this is the vibes of San Fernando that you saw before, the games, the activities that they play. But today we have them live here with us. We have April and we have Marlon. Alright, so they're going to explain to us with the vibes down in Sando there, you know. So what does take place down there in Sando, Marlon? What going on? What is it?
What I'm telling you, real vibes, right? So any one of the youth that is there, you know, they show all the vibes, they show the little activity, the little skills, you know. Some youths like to sing. Some of them like drama, whatever they like, you know, they come and they put it out there. They do their best with it.
So basically, what you do down there is help the youths to find a new talent then, find the talent that was hidden inside of them. Understand? So April, I see that you are girl. What is going on with all the girls in the YPG? The other day I see all they had a challenge, all they do boys and girls, you know, all they was singing. And you that singer?
For sure.
And you that singer, right?
Girls come out, you know, the girls just gather together to show the boys what we are about. So, you know, like teamwork, you know, putting together our strengths, our different capabilities, to show the boys, to show the other youths, you know, what we have, the talents, the different strengths that we have as females. So it's like something really good, everybody working together, everybody pushing forward to make sure we actually reach or get the points that we want in the YPG vibes.
Yeah, so we see that the girls and them feeling that the better than the boys now, but that is one thing, you understand? No, they that. So listen.
The fellas, the count of the fellas, you know? You better than them still.
So listen, so Marlon, since you showed us the vibes, the video before that we saw, you know, the people will want to know, those who are watching us, we want to know what the location is. How can we find you? Where we can find you?
Okay, Mokorapo Street. Location is Mokorapo Street, next to the market. The old Hobosco Cinema, right, in San Fernando. So, if you want to come and join us, just look for the old cinema, Hobosco Cinema, right, next to the market.
On Mokorapo Street.
That's right.
Alright, so they're full of vibes, eh?
Full of vibes.
So you're sure when the youth come, they get vibes?
Of course.
Alright. So,
You ready?
Anything to eat to it. And you know, all the youths like all the belly now. So,
Come out.
we have a little thing to get a little snack, you know? So, all of the vibes and the snack time.
so you heard it here from Sando, alright?
Youth Power Group Trinidad and Tobago.
Alright everyone, so y'all can see we have more special guests in the building. You're gonna see them a little bit later on. But as you guys have heard, they told you all their location, they told you all the time. But that is not the only thing, Kevin. Apparently Sando have a lot going on for this month of July. Yeah. So they were just telling us they're gonna be having a hamper drive on the 25th. The 25th of July, they're gonna be not in San Fernando though. They're gonna be in Princestown. They're gonna be in Princestown directly behind Unique Building for 10 a.m. in the morning. They're gonna be having a massive YPG event there. So anybody in South, anybody from South region, you all can join them there. It's direct. They're going to be right behind Unique's building in the Princestown location of our branch. So y'all can meet them there. They're going to have a hamper drive. They're going to have vibes. They're going to show you all what the YPG in San Fernando is all about. So
yeah, so the 25th, Princestown is basically join them there. Who knows, you could get a hamper that day, something great could happen, and you could also join the YPG family here in San Fernando. We have a clipping that we're going to show to you guys on the streets where Judah, he went and interacted with the people of Trinidad and Tobago. So take a look, and we're going to be back with you with a lot more.
Kevin, so in the tongue here, we're going to do some interviews this morning at the people, asking them what peer pressure means to them, alright? Good morning, YPG, good morning, Youth Nation. We here with Miss, what's her name?
Melissa.
Miss Melissa, very happy today we're going to answer our question. Alright, so the question is to you, Miss Melissa. What peer pressure means? Because some youths, because of plenty school, because of friends, you know, it's forcing them, trying to enable them to drink, to smoke, give it the drugs, weed. You know, they end up making a wrong decision because some youths don't have positive mindset for life and they end up doing the wrong thing. What do you think about that?
Okay, well, I would say what causes the peer pressure sometimes could be the job, they lost their job, it could be family issues, husband and wife, breaking up between husband and wife. It could be a lot of varied things that can cause it. You know, alcohol, all these sort of things. It could be a variety of stuff.
What, any personal experience, anybody you know have a peer pressure, what is the end result like?
No, I don't know anybody.
Nobody?
No.
So Miss Melissa, you know, sometimes things in life, it get hard. Sometimes things in life, it get hard. But you want to know, what advice you have to the youths and them that, you know, going through peer pressure?
Okay, I would say pray and think easy.
Pray and take it easy. Alright, people, say heard it from the pie lady, Miss Melissa, and we thank her for her interview today. Alright, so we are one of we YouTube fellas here. You got my pie just now, so there we go. Alright, thank you.
And we have beautiful pies.
Okay guys, so you saw the video, the interaction, the ideas, the opinions of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. They, of course, have their own idea or perspective towards peer pressure. But what we want to share with you guys is some tips, some points, and some actual, you know, remarks that was given from another colleague that I'm going to read for you quickly, and then Sarafina, she's going to give you the first tip, or should I say point? Point. All right. Okay. So this is another response that we got here. They said, "Good morning. For me, it is a strong force because teenagers are around so many things in this world that calls their attention, which is true, and they want to fit in. You see those words, fit in? That is something most people facing peer pressure."
But I have a question though, Kevin. You think it's only youths alone that is face peer pressure? Like it's only the teenagers, only the children, only youths, or you think adults as well, they face this peer pressure as well?
Yeah, the people that I see on a daily basis, this is what takes place in their life. They follow a certain clique, they follow the crowd, and because of that, they get lost in it.
And even something interesting, peer pressure, you don't even have to be with the people directly around you, because people may be watching and they may be saying, I know who I am, I know my strengths, I just dress like this because I don't follow nobody. But think about it, what is the things that you just be watching? What is the magazines you just watch? What is the shows you just watch? What is the celebrities you just follow on Instagram, on Facebook? What is that you just be watching visually? What is you just be listening to? All these things that affect how we dress, how we talk, the way we move. And even that in itself is a form of peer pressure, because it's not you being you. It's not like, all right, Kevin is Kevin. Kevin walks this way because that is how Kevin walks. Kevin talks this way because that's how Kevin talks. But if you come and you start to talk like John Cena, so just an example, and you come and every time you come and you're like, you can't see me, no, and you're talking loud, but that is not you. You're doing that because every night you watch wrestling. Just an example. Just an example.
Good example.
Because everything that we watch affects us, so you have to be careful even in that. Because if all you feed your mind, all you feed yourself is something of people wearing tight clothes, when you go to shop, you're gonna be looking for tight clothes. You're gonna be saying, okay, this is nice, this is not, because that is where you're feeding yourself. You're being influenced by what is it that you watch without even realizing it.
Yeah. So I know you have something that you want to share with them. So I think you go ahead and give them one of the points that you have to bring across.
So one of the main points that I was reading, that we were speaking about during the week, one of the causes that affects or influences peer pressure, so to speak, is a lack of structure at home. And I believe you spoke about it in the beginning of the program. But think about it with us for a moment. If a youth or if anyone doesn't have a structure at home, if that parent don't tell a youth who they are, If that parent don't tell the youth, okay, you are loved, you are like this, you are amazing, you can do this, you can do anything. When they go to school or when they go on the streets, when they meet up their friends and their friends is the one that's telling them, hey, you can do this, you know. You could go here, you could do that. Or when they say, no, I can't do that, I can't do this, and the person tell them, hey boy, come, let me go here. You can do it, let me go. Them go automatically think, okay, at home I'm not getting no sort of response because it have many homes, so to speak, that they don't have that verbal communication.
Yeah, with the family.
Many youths at home, they just be like when they reach home, they're in the room, the parents there, and that is the separation that caused the opportunity for peer pressure to enter, so to speak.
Yeah, and you have to be careful as parents. You need to know what is the situation with your child, because if it is that you keep pushing them away, they are going to adopt a mentality that the outside figure is what they need to follow, and that is why most of them, they fall into smoking, drinking, lying, and these kind of things. So you need to be careful as a parent what it is you do. All right, so we have another brief session with 2 more youths from the San Fernando region, and they're going to come and they're going to share with you exactly what takes place there in San Fernando.
Hi, my name is Celine Burnley. Before coming to the Universal Church, I suffered from depression. My depression started from a young age, around the age of 13 years old. Along with the depression came other problems as well, like sleepless nights, hatred, anger, and eventually it all led up to having suicidal thoughts. I remember myself not being able to sleep well at night. I would have night attacks. At the time I was going to school and I had no zeal for my education. I would miss school a lot. Because of the depression, I isolated myself. I was always angry at everyone around me, including my parents, my family members. But most of all, I was angry with myself. Whenever I think of my future, I would never see a clear future for me, and it made me to feel hopeless. I would feel as though my life had no purpose. I couldn't see the value of my life. At that time, I never had the understanding of how precious life was or how precious a soul was. And even though I wasn't lacking anything physically, I had great parents and I had everything that I needed, I still always felt that there was something lacking inside of me. I always felt an emptiness. I was feeling so angry all the time, depressed, feeling so lost all the time, and I was just looking for ways to relieve that pain. The only way I found a relief from that frustration was by cutting myself. And so it came a time when everything started to be overwhelming, unbearable, and I acknowledged that that's when I needed help. So I started to go to the church with my mom. When I started going to the church, that's when I started to learn more. I started to receive the advice, the guidance, and directions from the pastor and the assistants. And so I made a decision to start doing what was right, to start putting into practice everything that I was learning. So I did my chain of prayer, I received my deliverance from all the frustration, the depression, the suicidal thoughts. And then I was able to receive the Holy Spirit, which was the greatest of all. I realized that that was the one thing that I always felt that I was lacking. It was the Holy Spirit. When I received the Holy Spirit, immediately I received the assurance that God is with me. Despite of being physically alone, the Holy Spirit assured me that I wasn't really alone because He was with me. I received the peace that I was in need of, found the true happiness that I was looking for. And today I can say that I'm totally free from depression, from suicidal thoughts, from the anger. I was able to overcome that frustrated life. Today I can say that I'm totally transformed.
Yes, so we are again with 2 more of the Sando representatives. Big up on yourself.
I'm Kasha from Sando branch.
Hi everyone, my name is Ariel and I'm from San Fernando.
Alright, so they have a little official play going on. So listen people, today we're going to touch our next point, which Kevin was relating to. We're going to touch our next point in peer pressure. So the point that we have here is a desire to fit in, because you see nowadays many youths, which is from the age group 13 go up these days, there's a peer pressure. It starts from from young. It starts from young. Sometimes, you know, these people, they see what the parents are doing, and for that reason, the youths, you know, they wind up doing the wrong thing growing up. For example, you know, they steal at a young age. You know, they are forced to drink at a young age. They are forced to smoke at a young age because I don't know if you could agree with me, Kasha.
Yes,
because
sir.
they were saying sometimes they say going to get one, they say that weed they come from the ground, God paid in the ground, they say, you know, I could smoke it. So they have a sense of thinking these things are normal, and for this reason they feel that it's okay to do something that they are not pleased with doing. You understand? So what do you think about that?
But Judah, I also think they fear rejection because I mean they have no love and no attention or affection home. So you know they do it because they just want to fit in. They fear that rejection from outside.
Understood, and that is completely true because personally, there's an experience that I even had that I saw within my own household, that the family that I had, they were rejected, and because of this led them to do so many things that wasn't, you know, that was not part of them from the start. You understand? It was not part of them from the start. But Ariel, I can remember Ariel telling me that she had an experience with peer pressure. Ariel, share with us, what was your experience?
My experience with peer pressure wasn't really dependent on anybody, but also I used to feel rejected with my family as well. I feel as though I wasn't accepted at home, and I used to go outside in the world there to ask for their attention, to seek in the different groups to see where I could fit in and where I could feel wanted. So it was kind of like a negative impact against me.
And in relation to having a negative impact against you, what else did you do in detail? What else do you do to actually go out there? You know, we know that you went out there, you went out to search, to find, but when you find, what it is that you found? What it is that you found? What it is that you were doing actually to fit in?
I got caught up in drinking, I got caught up in smoking, in doing the wrong things that wasn't pleasing to any of my family members as well. But also when I used to go out there and seek for the attention, I know it was wrong, but I just still used to do it to feel wanted with the group.
Wanted with the group. Understand? So for youths, you are watching us now, adults, you are watching us now, be careful of your actions, because every action have a reaction. And so therefore parents, you know, youths, adults, teenage adults, those of you who are from 18, 19, 21, be careful what you are doing, especially if you have siblings with you, live with you. Because the only way someone can feel peer pressure, or the only way somebody can lead by a wrong example, is when they see something wrong. You understand? So be very careful. You know, don't try to go out there and do things that will make others look onto you, and they feel peer pressure even in their minds. They feel peer pressure in their minds, so therefore they think, okay, this is what I have to do too. This is what I have to do too. They see everybody doing it. As Seraphina was saying before, you know, they see things and they want to do it and feel that is how they are. No, this is not how it's supposed to be. I was once there. Ariel was once there. I don't know about you, Kasha. You was once there? You wasn't once there, but people, those of you who are watching us now, be very careful. And now we are going to Kevin again.
Youth Power Group Trinidad and Tobago.
Alright guys, so you saw young Ariel, she gave her testimony. Now, Seraphina, sometimes I just try to think about it, but you know, young people today party, smoking. How that is?
The main point, and I've seen this from when I was in school, from where I grew up, it doesn't matter the place. It's always a group, because you don't see nobody going to a party by themselves.
Yeah.
You don't see nobody just smoking by themselves, no. They always want to pull somebody with them. So it always depends on who you have around you, who in your circle, they influence who you become.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can remember I started smoking, it's true, my friends, so it's true. And at a young age, it starts and it materializes, it goes forward, and it can hamper the structure and the future of the youth. So parents, if it is that you're watching, everybody that is watching this, Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share, like, do whatever you think is possible basically to get this message out. But also you can join the YPG at any branch here in Universal Church here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Especially for the spin at number 40 South Key. Every single Sunday we are here, we have vibes, we're ready for all year. Yes, we have guests, but Port of Spain is the headquarters, the home of vibes. You know it is.
I was gaining our time, but yeah, what? Number 11 Devon Street, Arima, between Ratton and Penny.
We're going quite day, Port of Spain.
Yeah, well, there are people in the east too, so we have time. All right?
All right.
We gotta finish. But Sando have a message for you guys.
Don't kill the vibes.
All the done, world of vibes.